Left wing Blaze, no look Mon. Cycle right corner, Knell again for three. Again! Trevin Knell!
When it's all said and done, I think this Trevin Knell can be one of the great shooters to ever play at BYU. That's a ton of pressure I'm putting on this young man right now. But that's also what he's delivered every single day, every single game, his entire career.
I have a really unique story, I guess. I have a pretty gnarly scar, but this dog bite almost ended what could have been my basketball career.
When Trevin was about 7 or 8 years old, he was over to the neighbors playing, of course, basketball. There was an ice cream truck that came down our street, and our neighbor was walking this huge dog. It was a Great Dane.
I love dogs, and so I started petting this dog.
The dog grabbed him and bit his arm and kind of threw him up against the fence.
Shook him like a rag doll and then threw him to the ground.
We knew he probably needed stitches, so we took him up to the hospital and they cleaned out the wound. There was a basketball camp going on at the time, and he was determined to still go to the camp. So he went to the basketball camp and came back home, and he said, "Mom, my arm is really hurting," and I noticed that it was turning red and it was hot. And I knew at the time that we needed to take him back up to the hospital.
And they were really concerned about the infection. They had to work quickly because of how quickly the infection was growing.
The doctor came by and just talked to my dad a little bit about what the options could be if the infection doesn't go down, and one was amputation.
You know, surgery is one thing, and that was a tough thing for a young kid, but
my dad was pretty nervous about it, and he ended up giving me a priesthood blessing. And so that was something that I hold really close to my heart. And the infection ended up going away, and luckily I'm here and have 2 arms, so it's definitely a huge blessing.
We thought that he would be scared to death of dogs, and no, he begged for years and years to get a German Shepherd. And so when he was 14 years old, we finally gave in and we got him his dog, and he's named it Bear, and they are best friends, and he just absolutely loves him. And if he could take him down there to live with him, he would.
I think the turning point in Trevin's high school career was when we had a conversation his sophomore year at a spring tournament. He asked me,
"What's something that I need to work on?" And the thing he told me was,
"Trevin, you're not great at anything, but you're good at everything."
And that's something that stuck with me till now. And this kind of fueled my fire to just work harder and to sacrifice other things.
And I think what distinguishes Trevin is a lot of young kids these days like their video games, and when it became video games or shooting hoops, Trevin always picked shooting hoops.
he knew what he wanted, and he knew what he needed to get to, and the directions and the hard work and the steps and the sleepless nights and all the stuff that goes along with that.
We would get a church key every morning, 5 o'clock, and we would go over and I would rebound for him, and he would just put up as many shots as he could before school started. He worked so hard and he was always so determined to be the best he could be.
I led the state in scoring my senior year, and I led the state in three-pointers my senior year also. And I'm in the Utah high school record books for my career threes in a season. My sophomore year, I ended up breaking my ankle. So I feel like I could have broken a record or two here in Utah. Here at BYU, coming back from a mission, you have to work that much harder, especially since I'm a freshman. You're not entitled to anything.
He has taken this goal sheet and he has put it in his locker.
There's something I look at to kind of give me motivation to work that much harder.
Whether it's just to be one of the best players at BYU he can be, or maybe at the next level, but he has always got that goal sheet in front of him and constantly trying to make himself better and improve himself.
Currently, there's a lot of seniors on the team, and that in some ways is a lot of advantage for him. He has such a huge opportunity to learn from these guys.
It's hard coming back from the mission. You're a little rusty. My first game here, I had my teammates come up and talk to me and just talk to me about how this game doesn't define you. You just got to work hard and hustle and just let everything come to you. After that, I was able to just kind of get in my rhythm. I shot 5 for 6 from threes, had 19 points. I led the team, and so it's a super exciting feeling, especially since I'm the only freshman on the team. My hero is definitely my dad. He works super hard. He wakes up early and he comes home super late just so that I can be able to fulfill my dream here.
To hear him say I'm his hero is pretty special. I have 5 amazing kids. And as a parent, you just hope that you can teach them and that they'll learn and they'll grow and do different things. I gotta stop.
Growing up, there's a lot of tournaments, a lot of all-star camps that cost a lot of money. And he never denied me of going. He just said I had to work hard and kind of give up and sacrifice other things. And because of his sacrifice, I made my own sacrifices. And that's the reason why I'm here, is just because of his hard work and his dedication to be able to support our family.